Hi guys, Paul from PABrewNews. Gonna do one more beer for the day. A little light ass beer, but a nice bottle, so I can enjoy a nice film. Gotta get back into films, things like that, little things that I like to do. Kind of got away from some of those things, including beer reviewing, which I'm starting to get back into, thankfully. And by the way, didn't spread this up too much. However, the PABrewNews stock of review beers will greatly increase in like the next week, because I went, and I'll just give the shout out right now to the distributing website, which you should check out, because if you live in PA, this might be a real big deal for you. In Pennsylvania, apparently Tom Wolfe, that guy, he did something pretty cool, I guess. He made it legal for brewery websites and whatnot, etc., to ship beer into Pennsylvania, because you couldn't do that before. Checked out for a long time, you could not do that. Anyway, to make a long story even longer, long story, I wanted to craftshack.com, and I'll probably shout out them a couple more times, especially when I get the packages in and whatnot, etc. Craftshack.com, and I ordered quite a few bottles of beer that accumulated into a little bit of money. However, be that as it may, PABrewNews is basically back in action for reviews. If you can see, the stock's getting pretty low. So I'm really glad to say PABrewNews will be back with some pretty interesting stuff that you can't get around the area. So if you really do like what I do, I don't know why, but hey, I'm liking it. Hopefully you like it too, because I really do like the support. I like the when you guys jump on the live chats like I'm doing right now, stuff like that. So anyway, what we're gonna do right now is a PA brew, and I love doing PA brews. So this one is from the Nimble Brewing Company and Winery from up on Route 6 up near Tunkhannock, Pennsylvania. Tunkhannock and Tunkhannock, PA. Route 6. Yep. 6.7 alcohol by volume. This is actually their Cluster Fuggle, their English Pale Ale. This is a purposely soured Cluster Fuggle Pale Ale, and then they aged it in Cabernet Franc wine barrels. The music says it all. I'm very suspenseful about this. The latest Nimble Hill Winery and Brewery collaboration is the Sound Cluster Fuggles Pale Ale, rested on Cabernet Franc red grape skins. The deep ruby color is as intensely inviting as the abundant aroma. Well, that sounds lovely. So, it's a sour. I don't know if they soured it or purposely soured, or they just consider the blending of the two beers a sour. I don't know. Stop asking me questions. Anyway, it didn't explode. Happy man. Okay, here we go. And this, before I pour it, is the Nimble Hill logo and Cab Franc Sour. Ooh, really lovely pinky ruby hue already. I really like their Cluster Fuggle. I really like their sour, their English Pale Ale stuff. I really do like that. I think a lot of breweries should have a good proper English Pale Ale, or even a proper English IPA or mild. I'm a big fan of those, so I like when you can go and get one. Yards is a really good example, to a certain extent anyway, but the Cluster Fuggle, I love it. It's a very beautiful English Pale Ale. So anyway, up to this, light, clear as a bell. Just gonna watch it a little bit. Subtle carbonation streaming up there in the glass. If you can see it there, you just roll it back and forth. Little legs sticking. 6.7, not too crazy, but a beautiful ruby hue. Absolutely. Let's get into it. Cheers. Wow. Just rose petals. Little hints. You get those, the nuances of soft rosé wines. Little hints of that nice, soft rosé wine. You get rose petals. Little soft hints of something that reminds me of a grapefruit. Even crushed, even like little star fruits. Little soft nuances of something that reminds me of a hint of a sweetness, of a caramel sweetness, things like that, but mostly just those nice rosé, rose petal, star fruit, grapefruit notes, like little twinges of that. Even a little bit of a hedgerowy kind of. A little bit of a tannic note, you can smell it kind of coming through. So that drying vinous kind of note kind of coming up there. All right. Excited. Cheers. Really drying on the palate, really nicely though. Rapier-like acidity, just kind of tearing your palate dry. Really bitey, really chewy. Lime, lemony kind of hints, things like that. Grapefruitiness. Is it just that crunchy star fruity quality too? There's a nice earthiness though too. There's a little hint of the earthiness. You have the tannic dryness too, right in there. The nice, really acidity, kind of working your palate away. Puckering. It's hard to describe. I don't drink a lot of these, so it's hard for me to describe some of these characteristics. But it's a beautiful white wine quality. You do get a little bit of that rosé as I get that, if you know what I mean. It's not a full-on red, but it's those little hints of characteristic of that grape quality, that vinous quality coming up, because you get the red wine because of the peels and stuff that are in the barrel. But that beautiful oakiness, a beautiful kind of just crispness. I'm actually misspeaking right now. You have that beautiful acidity going on, and just in the back I get this nice little oaky quality. It's kind of lying on the back of the palate, but I think it's really cool. I really like this. It's not, the thing is though, like with Cabernets, not Cabernets, but Chardonnays and stuff, the oaks, I don't like oaked Chardonnays because they just leave these really just aftertone on your palate. This one doesn't. There's so much beautiful acidity to this, and just that really crisp star fruit kind of character, grapefruit, things like that. It just cleans everything off, and you're just like, wow, that's it's gone. All right, let's get some more. Oh, wow. This is very different though, because I'm still getting muted hints of the base beer. You're getting the earthiness. You're getting the grapefruits. You're getting crunchy like green leaves. You're getting something that reminds me of between a cereal grain kind of note sweetness or like a toffee caramel sweetness. You're getting hints of that too. It's not completely just dead. You're getting everything. That might be me knowing the beer before. It's just so nice. It really is. I think, and some other people who do watch the channel and interact with me and that were in the review, I haven't liked a sour this much since I had Lady of the Woods from Cisco Brewing Company. This is a very nice sour. And if I just had to call it like a wine, I would put this wine up against the wines that I like, the wines of Alsace, things like that. It's just so drying, puckering, but clean. It doesn't leave these lingering flavors. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so nice. I think the other thing is that red grape quality. It just lifts the beer too. It makes it super refreshing because you get the nuances of that rose petal, that little bit of a rosé quality wine mixed in with everything. Yeah, anyway, I'm talking way too much. Absolutely way too much. I'm new at the sours, the white wines and the red wines kind of mixing in with a lot of different stuff. I'm not the most educated on this. All I know is I like what I'm tasting. I'm trying to explain it the best I can. Probably making a mess out of this. I know. But anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews with the Cab Franc Sour from Nimble Hill Brewing Company. Absolutely loving this one. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10 as far as the sours go. I think it's fantastic. I'll definitely pick up another bottle if I see it. 6.7 alcohol by volume. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. Bye-bye.